A Texas boy made a miraculous recovery after being decapitated in a vehicle crash. Jordan Taylor, of Hillsboro, Texas, was 9 years old when a vehicle he was riding in crashed into a dump truck at an intersection in 2008, leaving him with life-threatening injuries, News.com has learned. The crash caused Taylor's skull to shift forward an inch, separating it from his spine in an injury called atlanto-occipital dislocation, according to The Sun. It essentially left him decapitated. Stacy Perez, the boy's mom, was driving when the collision took place. Perez, who suffered a flayed arm in the crash, said she remembers screaming his name when she saw him slumped over. According to Richard Roberts of Cook Children's Medical Center in Fort Worth, Texas, medical professionals were stunned as Taylor was still breathing when he got there. "This was the first patient with this condition that I've seen survive," he told ABC News. "It's not very frequent that this kind of patient makes it to us." According to The Sun, doctors say 98% of people who suffer atlanto-occipital dislocation died. Usually, those who survive wind up being paralyzed. The injury takes place when there is severe damage to ligaments or bones that connect the skull to the cervical spine. The effects of the crash jolted the boy's head forward, Roberts said while appearing on The Early Show on CBS News in 2008. "The energy basically made his head lift up off of his neck, and then move forward," Roberts said. "All of the connective tissue that essentially keeps your head connected to your neck was destroyed." Doctors had to work quickly to save Taylor's life. They put his skull into a carbon fiber halo so his neck would be stabilized. During surgery, doctors put a titanium plate on the back of his skull and attached it to his neck with screws and rods. In an extremely rare case, Taylor was discharged 3 months later, and he walked out of the facility. Perez, for one, was stunned. "I remember seeing him in the car and his head was just hanging down," she said. "First he talked, then walked, then no brain damage. It was just better news as time moved on. He's like a little boy again, he is walking. I have to tell him to slow down. This is the best Christmas miracle that I could ever imagine."